My name is Chris Williams from Palm Beach County, Florida, Palm Beach County Sheriff's Office. Thank you for listening to Hey Chaplain, and we are coming to you from the ICPC Annual Training Seminar.
Welcome to the Daily ICPC. My name is Jared Altic, and I'm a chaplain with the police department. This is a limited podcast series from Hey Chaplain, which follows police chaplains Jared Altic and Jeremy Hockett to Spokane, Washington, to attend the annual training seminar of the ICPC, the International Conference of Police Chaplains. This series will provide a daily behind-the-scenes look at the convention, and this is our Day 1 episode. Jeremy, how are you?
Jared, I'm doing well. How was your day?
Well, pretty good, really. I discovered that I have a new favorite activity at the convention, but I don't want to get to that yet.
Okay.
Tell me about...
I'm on pins and needles. I want to know.
Tell me about your trip out here.
My trip out here was just about as smooth as possible. I left Wichita. I know. Right? I know, right? After what we talked about, all the trouble last year and everything. But no, I left Wichita just before noon on Saturday. And I got in here about 3 o'clock local time, so flights were nice and smooth, and got here to the hotel, and everything was ready to go, so everything's good.
So you got here Saturday. That means you had Sunday, single man on the town, all on his own. What did you do?
Single man on the town. Yeah, well, I did what I think the Lord wanted me to do, and I found a church to go to.
Yeah, you didn't just go to church once. You went to church twice.
I did.
And then you preached.
Well, yeah, I ended up over in Post Falls, and I walked into the church over there as a friend of mine recommended this church to me, and found out the preacher there is a captain on the fire department.
Of course.
And serves as the chaplain for that fire department.
Of course.
And so, of course, we hit it off pretty good right there. So, yeah, he asked me to come back that night and to preached that evening for his church. And,
that is crazy.
Yeah,
that is crazy.
It was an amazing experience.
Of course. I left Sunday. I was at church at home. After that, I had a friend from Ozark Christian College, Drew Ashwell.
Yeah.
And he's my travel buddy. And he was at church there that morning. We went back to my house, finished my packing, and then went to the airport. And we also had smooth flights. We didn't have any trouble at all. We were a little bit delayed getting out of Kansas City, got to Phoenix, Arizona, and then right on time into Spokane. Best thing ever is when you get your seat and you're in a row of 3 seats on the airplane and no one else comes to your row. That is chef's kiss. That is the best thing that can happen on an airplane ride.
Yep, it really is.
So got in super, super late, but I appreciate you coming and picking up me and Drew.
Oh, glad to do it. Glad to do it. I was watching your flight on the FlightAware, and you guys actually got here a little ahead of time.
Yes.
Your flight was early.
It was perfect.
And when you first sent me the flight number, I checked, and the day before, that same flight was almost 2 hours behind. So I was really glad when your flight got here on time.
We're dodging bullets right now.
I know.
As far as travel arrangements, we're doing pretty well. But tell me about your morning. We've had time to have taken 2 classes so far.
Yes.
Did you take 2 classes?
I did take 2 classes this morning. First morning, things are a little more relaxed than they are going to be for the rest of the week. And my first class was it was about moral injury. The subtitle of the class was, I know what I did was the right thing to do, so why do I still feel so bad about doing it?
Oh, really?
And so we went into a lot of the aspects of how in the life of a law enforcement officer, there are times where they have to act upon their training, they have to do the things they know they had to do. They were absolutely the right things to do in the moment, and nobody is faulting them for that. But because we are human, and we all have, a moral compass that we are guided by, there are times when you do the right thing and you still feel bad about it. So as chaplains, how do we help those officers? How do we help those people work through those times in their life and get them to a place where they can come to terms with what has happened, realizing that, even though they felt that way, that what they did was right, and moving on from there and continuing to have a successful career.
That's awesome. You had a second class too? The
second class, was after our opening ceremony. But the second class, I met a couple of incredible ladies, Jenny Lanzin and Karina Ship. They were presenting to us law enforcement families and how to care for the families of our law enforcement officers. Because when things are good at home, things at work can go better.
Yeah.
So
Both of those ladies are married to cops.
They
I
are.
believe.
They
Yep.
are.
So that's
they
fantastic.
have firsthand knowledge of how this works, and it was a really good class. They gave some really good information, things to think about.
It's excellent. So I discovered that I have a new way to participate at ICPC.
What is that?
I'm moderating classes.
Okay.
And so there were 2 classes today. Both of them are ones I've already taken before.
Right.
But I was the moderator, so I was taking attendance and that kind of stuff, which is fine. The bookkeeping is not the fun part. Okay?
Yeah, obviously.
Introducing the instructors.
Okay.
I like that. I like introducing them. I like seeing the class, and especially this was Chaplain Basics Class 1 and Class 2.
Okay.
And so these are mostly people that are new to ICPC, and several of them new to chaplaincy. Some are brand new chaplains.
Nice.
And so this is the very introduction to chaplain training.
Yeah.
And you're able to see all these bright, fresh faces, and they're so, they're at the beginning of this adventure kind of thing. Oh my goodness, I love that.
Awesome.
That was so interesting, and it was so much fun. And I like playing host. There's times
You're good
where,
at it.
Well, I like teaching too, but I like teaching at church.
Yep.
When it comes to the chaplain stuff, I don't mind other people teaching. I'll play host and I'll help, get everybody together and get excited for something. I kind of be the cheerleader a little bit, and that is so satisfying. I've just had the best day because of that role in these 2 classes that I've had so far today.
Well, that's good.
That's been a hoot.
And Jared, going back to my first experience with ICPC when I took my basics, I can still tell you who taught the majority of those classes and who the moderator was for those classes. Yep. And you're making an impression on these young folks that they'll carry with them for years.
Oh, and I had a surprise, too. So I'm in the second class. It was Don Higgins from Tracy, California.
Okay.
He was talking about ride-alongs, and he said, this is what a ride-along looks like. And he brought up a slide with 5 or 6 pictures of chaplains doing ride-alongs, chaplains standing with a police officer in front of a car, something like that. And I was looking through the pictures, like, oh, those are some great pictures. And I got to the last one in the bottom right corner. It was a picture of me. There's a picture of me with 2 of my officers. I'm like, I know those guys.
Yeah.
Wait, that's me.
Yeah.
Like, I made the slideshow.
Yeah.
Woo-hoo.
Wow.
Which is a total coincidence because he didn't know I was going to moderate today.
Yeah.
And so that was fun.
It's one of those small world moments you run into every now and then. Yeah. Neat.
I helped contribute to the
There you
curriculum
go.
of
Good.
ICPC.
There you go.
Right. So tell me what's coming up. We have some more activities tonight and then tomorrow. Tell me what's going on.
We have the Monday night mixer. We'll all get together and have a time of food and fellowship. A time we can get around the room and talk to one another and get reacquainted with those we've met in the past.
Yeah.
Probably make some new friends, some new acquaintances.
Now, the first time I saw Mixer with ICPC, I thought, no, wait a second. I know cops and I know mixers. What's going on here?
And I've seen this done a couple of different ways in the years that I've done this, and I don't know exactly what they have planned for tonight. So in the past, we've had kind of like food stations around the room and like stand-up tables where you can just stand and visit and eat your little snacks. And then last year, if you remember,
it was more like a banquet.
Yeah, it was more like a banquet. It was a full-blown meal. You sat down at a table, and we really didn't do a lot of moving around. So I don't know how they're going to have it set up tonight, but I'm sure it'll be wonderful, however it is.
Yeah. Well, I'm excited for that because I need to reestablish some people's names and faces in my memory banks. I have struggled a little bit today with people coming up and they're like, Jared Altic. And I'm like, hey, you.
Right.
I'm just like, I'm desperately hoping to see their name tag. And inevitably, those people, their name tag has been flipped around.
Yeah.
And instead, I can see what they ordered for the banquet Thursday night, but I can't see their name.
I know. I've done that several times today, too. I was like, hey, I know your name's not beef, but
your beef, your chicken. I wish I knew what your given name was.
Yes,
exactly.
Yes.
Jeremy, I'm excited for tonight. Tomorrow we've got more classes.
More classes tomorrow. They said something about having a meeting that they have business meetings, but we're not electing officers this year.
Right.
So I believe they said we'd have some people from Israel.
Yeah.
Is that what they said? Yeah.
Going to be
So,
some updates and
yeah.
that kind of stuff. From
Yeah, I'm
different
kind of looking forward to that.
parts of the organization. That'll be good. And see,
Yep.
I'm going to miss part of that because I am also, so I'll be in there for part of those meetings.
Okay.
But then I'll have to duck out because I'm going to speak to the auxiliaries.
Oh, okay.
And so I've got kind of double duty during that time.
Yeah, you
tomorrow
do.
afternoon.
And that happens. That
Yeah.
happens. So.
Yeah. So we'll have to make sure we get an update on all of that. But it's
Yeah.
been really good. I'm excited about tomorrow.
Yeah, I am too.
It'll be a lot of fun. All right. Well, from Spokane, Washington, this is Jared Altic with Jeremy Hockett. And this was the Daily ICPC from Hey Chaplain. And as always, let's pray for peace in our cities.
Amen.